truly the thing that we're all searching for.
Financial news, trading, and investing all in one place, but also in a language and in words and cultural references that you can actually understand.
And this is one of the reasons why I'm super excited about the Money Matrix.
Done by people who actually do it, who actually live it, and who are actually professionals.
Because we're going to be showing you how to actually make money on your own terms whenever you want.
So, I encourage you to join us on the Money Matrix, where you can learn, potentially earn, and return that knowledge and game and potentially money to your family.
And that is truly what we all want. It's not more money, it's actually freedom.
Good morning and welcome to the Money Matrix. I am Dion Pouncil.
And I'm Dominique Broadway. Welcome to another amazing day in the market.
Yes, absolutely. So the big news of Wednesday, yesterday, was that Federal Chairman Jerome Powell said that the Fed will not be cutting rates in March, and that sent the markets into a downward frenzy on yesterday.
It did. That was a fun ride. So it sent it to a downward frenzy. Also, we have Meta, who will be releasing their earnings this evening, and they're primed for a big quarter with ads and the AI push.
Yeah, so stocks are looking to bounce back today after yesterday's rough session. The Dow Jones Industrial fell 0.8% for its worst day since December. The S&P 500 slid 1.6% in its worst day since September, and the NASDAQ Composite lost 2.2%, posting its worst session since October. Still, all three major averages finished in the green for the month of January, with the Dow being up 1.2% over the first month of the year, the S&P 500 being up 1.6%, and the NASDAQ being up 1% for the year.
Wow. Exciting.
Yeah,
Very
so
exciting.
Started off the year green with 1 for 1 on the month of 2024 for the green.
Yeah, that's good. So hopefully that is how the rest of the months go, right?
Let's see.
All right.
One month at a time.
Going into, as you guys know, we're kind of in the thick of earnings season. And so we have Microsoft earnings that came out yesterday. And they're saying that they may have offered a big bullish clue about cloud growth. And apparently their cloud growth was like absolutely insane, and their revenue was like off the charts. Now, we saw that it actually made Microsoft stock fall a little bit yesterday, but it is already starting to bounce back. That's one of the things I love. When they do start to fall, they do tend to bounce back, which creates a great entry point. So people are really excited to see, if this is offering, these Microsoft earnings offering a big clue for all the other companies that are in the cloud market.
Yeah, it is a big day for tech. As she mentioned, the tech earnings today include Apple, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, and Meta, and Microsoft, and Google did yesterday. So it seems tech has been leading the charge of all
Meta's
the
today.
industry.
Yeah. So today is Apple, Amazon, and Meta.
Correct. Yeah.
It's so many of them. It's like
tech is leading the charge.
Literally.
Also known as like FANG. So Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google are the top tech companies in the world. And that's kind of like the top 5, top 6 that are leading the market. So if you hear people talking about FANG, that's what they're referencing: Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google, because those are leading the market. So be on tap for those this afternoon, okay? So a judge dismissed a federal lawsuit filed by Disney against Florida Governor Ron DeSantis saying it lacked legal standards. So Disney has been in a battle not only with the governor, but a lot of America's parents on last year, and it forced the stock to tank. So Disney is being ruffled up a little bit, and they offer, it's rumored that they've actually been interested in selling off some of their properties. And so most people may or may not know, but Disney owns ABC, they own ESPN, and things of that nature. And they may be potentially looking to sell based off of some of the pressures that they're coming under. And also coming into the streaming world, Paramount Global has been going through some things as well. And billionaire Byron Allen has made an offer to buy the remaining shares of Paramount Global for $30 billion. So the streaming wars are heating up. And I think as of today, that may be the largest acquisition by an African American to date, if it is to go through. So
because he also purchased Weather Channel. Wow, yeah. he's making some serious waves. M&A is the game. Yeah. So in other news, unemployment claims. So as you guys may or may not know, every Thursday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, unemployment claims or new numbers for the week are released. And these numbers are literally just for the past week, all right? And so unfortunately, unemployment claims were higher than anticipated. So they were anticipating unemployment claims to be around 213,000, and it ended up being about 224,000. And that is honestly a lot, and this is new claims from the past week. And so I think that, one of the things we've mentioned, I feel like every single day this week and last week, is a new company laying people off, right? And so I think that unfortunately we're going to start to see this unemployment claim number rise week after week after week, because we are seeing so many layoffs, and that could have an effect on our economy and on the market. So, people are like, okay, these unemployment numbers are starting to finally rise. Yes, we had a lot of layoffs last year, but they weren't necessarily. The unemployment claims were affected, but for a lot of people, they do get severances, right? And so they may have 2 or 3 months severance, and now a lot of those severances are starting to end, and people are having to file unemployment. So,
okay, it's something to definitely keep our eyes on.
For sure.
Oil prices edged higher on this Thursday morning as the market digested the outcome of the OPEC meeting at the Federal Reserve decision on interest rates. So the OPEC meetings will be all day today. So it's going to be some interesting time in the energies markets, oil, gasoline, natural gas, etc. The West Texas Intermediate contract for March rose 61 cents or 0.8% to trade at $76.46 a barrel. The Brent contract of April gained 60 cents or about 0.74% to trade at $80.15 a barrel. And U.S. crude is up 6.77% this year, while being the global benchmark has risen 5.37%. Okay?
I love that.
So definitely, obviously, oil is pretty much still the #1 energy provider for the world. And so it's always interesting and important to know what's going on in the energy sector, and specifically around oil, gasoline, and natural gas. Right?
Awesome. So I wanted to highlight, really quickly, some of the earnings that came out between yesterday and today. As we mentioned, we're in the thick of earnings season with some of the most highly anticipated earnings actually already have come out this Tuesday, but the even more highly anticipated earnings coming out today after the close. All right. As Dion mentioned, we have Apple, Amazon, and Meta all releasing their earnings today after 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So really excited to see how that affects the market. But yesterday evening, after the market closed, we had a few major players that also released their earnings. So Qualcomm released their earnings, actually down 2.30%, all right, which equates to about down $3.41, so trading around $145.10, all right, from their earnings. So they are down. Also, Aflac, those cute commercials with that little duck, Aflac. I love the commercials, such great branding. All right, they're actually down 3.38% from their Q4 earnings, so they're trading around $81.40. All right. One more that I want to highlight from yesterday evening after the closing bell was MetLife. So MetLife is actually also down 2.70%, so they're trading around $67.45. Now I want to highlight one more that came out this morning before I guess before the market open. It is right now before the market open, but was released shortly was Peloton. Peloton bikes, as you guys know, they really soared and took off during the pandemic when everybody was at home buying their Pelotons. And now Peloton's been struggling a little bit. They previously had a 52-week high of $72, and now they are trading at $5.10. And they are actually down about 8% pre-market from the release of their earnings. Apparently their loss kind of continues to grow. They're starting to I guess their revenue estimates just did not fare well for Q4. So those are some of the ones I wanted to highlight this morning. Actually, one more really quickly, Honeywell. And then, forgot about this one. Honeywell International, they're down 2.35% this morning. And then SiriusXM, then I'll pass it back over to you. SiriusXM radio or digital radio, whatever you want to call it, is down it's actually up, 0.20%, trading around $5.10. So interesting, a lot of these stocks that I just mentioned are all below $50 a share. So a lot of stocks that are very affordable, but not doing well earnings-wise.
Interesting. So speaking of Sirius, in other music news, Universal Music Group, also known as UMG, has failed to reach a deal with TikTok, the popular social media platform, and has now ordered for TikTok to remove all of their artists' music. So some of the biggest names on UMG would be Taylor Swift, who's probably the #1 pop star in the world, and then Drake, who's probably the #1 hip-hop artist in the world. And they have a plethora of people on UMG, and all of that music is being removed from TikTok. So none of the audios and for the platform and the reels will be available starting today. Interestingly enough, UMG's stock has dipped from that news, and we did get a sales signal on UMG for today, literally this morning. So it's going to be interesting to see how the stock performs now that it's removed from TikTok. But they are quoted for saying that TikTok's revenue only makes 1% of their annual revenue. So it is a multi-billion-dollar company.
That's crazy.
Pretty much the largest major label in the world. And they're saying, hey, look, you need us, we don't need you. So
I'm going to tell you, one of the most annoying things is when I post a really good reel to a trending song, and then all of a sudden they're like, the sound is gone. Like, I hate that. And a lot of TikTokers are going to have that problem over the next couple of weeks, and it's going to be really, really annoying. I was actually reading somewhere that there may actually start to be an uptick in Instagram Reels due to the fact that Instagram and Facebook have the ability to play all these songs, and TikTok does not. So that may even, that's some Q1 news, right? Yeah. So that may be something that could potentially affect, when they announce their earnings from Q1, yes, for here. So yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, and again, that's how you can use news, information, and data for edges as an opportunity to generate some revenue. So now let's go into our Beat the Bell segment where we start to do some pre-market analysis. Let's start out over in the global market, seeing what went on in Asia, all right? So the Asia Dow was down 0.65%. Nikkei 225 was down 0.76%. The Hang Seng Index was up 0.52%. The Shanghai Index was down 0.64%. The Sensex was down 0.15%, and the Singapore Index was down 0.32%.
Yeah, thank you for that. All right, so let's hop into our U.S. equities. As you guys know, yesterday the market was down. We had a lot of fun trading in the power hour yesterday.
Yes, absolutely.
With those runs up and runs down. I love those. I love a good power hour trading session. Okay, so our U.S. equities right now, everything honestly is down. Our Dow is down 0.82%. Our S&P 500 is down 1.61%. And our NASDAQ is down 2.23%. Our VIX is down 2.37%. Gold is down 0.39%. And oil is only one up 1%. So how are those futures?
Yeah, so overall, the futures market, equities are green, the energies are red, and oil is green as well. So the Dow Jones futures is up 0.06%. The S&P 500 futures are up 0.44%. The NASDAQ futures are up 0.62%. Gold is down 0.38%. Silver is down 1.53%, and crude oil is up 1.15%. Okay, going right over to the Forex market, the euro is down 0.02%. The yen is down 0.31%. The pound is down 0.23%. The Australian dollar is down 0.64%. The DXY index is up 0.26%, and the Wall Street Journal index is up 0.11%. How are we looking in the crypto?
All right, in our crypto markets, what do we have going on? So this morning in crypto, more red, more down. So Bitcoin is down 0.43%, trading around $42,241. Ethereum is down 0.19%, trading around $2,272. And then XRP is down 1.36%, trading around 49 cents. And then Bitcoin Cash is down 0.20%. Litecoin is down 0.32% as well. So a lot of down.
Okay, well, let's hop over into the chart and do some analysis and seeing what we are looking for today. We'll get started over here in the futures market. So we know there's going to be some activity today in the equities, bouncing back off of that Fed rate news. So should be a lot of activity in the markets today. We're going to be looking at the NASDAQ. We'll start out on the one-day chart. We see there was a sell signal yesterday at the beginning. It was a lot of selling pressure yesterday, and we did just get a sell side signal on today. So overall for the day, you could look to be down when you start thinking about 2 hour, 4 hours and longer. Okay, we're going to step down to the 2 hour chart. There was a buy signal yesterday or this morning at 6, but it's met with some selling pressure. So the 2 hour is a little bit mixed. 1 hour, we can see that selling pressure right around 17,335. Okay, so if we do get a crossover to the downside on the 1 hour, we can be looking to be sell side bias. So we did get a sell on the 15 minutes. So shorter term and throughout the day, we could be potentially sell side bias on the NASDAQ. But for sure, 2 hour or longer is showing a lot of selling pressure. We will let the signals lead us for the short term on the NASDAQ. The S&P 500 futures also got a sell on the 15 minute. 1 hour, same selling pressure. All right. The 2 hour buy signal on the 2 hour at 8 o'clock. We'll keep an interesting eye on that, and the sell signal on the 1 day. So shorter midterm for ES is kind of mixed, but the shorter and the longer terms are sales. So going to be sell side bias on the S&P 500 futures today. And then the equities rounding out for the last equity we're going to pay attention to today will be the Dow Jones. All right, the Dow showing a lot of selling pressure, but has been able to hold right here at that 38.23. All right, the 2 hour stepping down, much selling pressure since last week actually. Started to get some support around this 38,295, but currently in a red. On the 1 hour, it did just get a sell signal. So most of the equities, and stepping down to the 15 minute, most of the equities were going to be sell side bias, short to long term. It may be some medium mix on the upside early. So out of the gate, the equities may charge up early, but right now it's looking like longer term throughout the day is going to be sell side bias. All right, and that's for the equity futures. Now on the energy futures on the day, sell side pressure coming in on the oil. It is an OPEC meetings today, so there's going to be a lot of volume and volatility on the oil. All right, stepping down into the 2 hour, we are in a buy signal on the oil, and on the 1 hour, we are in the middle of the buy signal. So oil, we're going to be buy side bias throughout this session. Okay, we're going to wait until this 15 minute gets a turnaround to the buy side, and if you're looking for medium to longer, we will wait for this to cross up to the upside and be longer most of the day on oil. Could be short at the open. All right, and then rounding it out, getting us some metals in the game, we're going to go into gold. Gold is trending up in the middle of a buy signal on the 1 day. On the 2 hour, it is in the middle of a sell signal, but showing quality support at 2053. On the 1 hour, we are in the middle of a buy signal. So oil and metal Oil and gold, we will be buy-side bias, okay? But the equities, we're going to be sell-side bias, and that kind of rounds out what we're going to be doing with the futures, all right? How's over looking over there in the equities, Dominique?
All right, so I want to take a quick look at 3 of the major stocks that are being releasing their earnings today after the bell. As you guys know, that there tend to be a lot of different opportunities as we're heading into the earnings actually coming out. If you don't want to do something that could be a little bit riskier with getting into option trade or stock trades before the earnings are released. So first one I'll take a look at is Amazon. So I'm looking at the 5-minute chart right now. We actually just received a, what is it, today, Thursday? Yep, so we just received a sell signal this morning on Amazon at 9:15 a.m. So on the 5-minute chart, we have a sell signal. On our 2-hour chart, we actually are seeing, well, this is actually from yesterday, but this morning, early this morning, we had a buy signal here. So it looks like right now, Amazon is currently up 1.13%. So let's see what the day chart is saying. Day chart is currently down. All right. So we're getting a little bit of mixed signals right now. Essentially right now, Amazon is currently up 1.72%. As Dion mentioned, it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a rise up as the market opens, just kind of rebounding from yesterday. And then it looks like there may be a little bit of a fall as we're anticipating how Amazon moves for today. So let's kind of come back and check back on Amazon after some of these bars close and after the market opens to see how it is moving. All right. Going into Meta, who will also be releasing their earnings today at the closing bell. Let's take a quick look at our day chart here. So for our day chart, we had a buy signal that came through. This was Monday, January the 8th, and it has literally been riding up ever since. Meta is currently up $4.36 pre-market as we're anticipating the earnings today. It looks like it's entering a bit of a downtrend right here, but it looked like it may bounce off of this and kind of ride up. Going into our 2-hour chart, we also just received, man, my charts are all out of whack today. Going into our 2-hour chart right here, we just received a buy signal that was around 6 a.m. As you can see, it's starting to trend up a little bit, hence it currently being up $4.26. All right, so let's look at our 5-minute chart just for kicks and giggles. Our 5-minute chart, it's kind of looking like it's positioned to bounce off. And as you can see, it is already up. So not tons of movement there, but it looks like Meta is positioned to obviously open up. It's currently up $4.26. And like it may continue to rise a little bit, maybe for the first hour after the opening bell. All right, let's look at the last one who will be releasing their earnings today, which is Apple. All right, so Apple, one of my favorite stocks, as you guys know. They will be releasing their earnings as well today after the closing bell. Let's see. We are currently on the 3-minute chart. So we're currently on the 3-minute chart. We had a bit of a sell signal that just came through at 9:18. Apple was only up about 99 cents. It was actually up a little bit more. It was up to about $185.53. And then that sell signal came in and it started to fall. So now it's only up 99 cents pre-market. So hence that sell signal making sense. Let's go a little bit broader. 5 minutes. Looks like we are seeing Apple starting to fall. Basically what we're seeing, it's definitely fallen from the higher that it was this morning. Let's look at our 2-hour chart. All right, on our 2-hour chart, as you can see, Apple has had a rough, bless their heart, they've had a rough January, okay? You see we had a beautiful buy signal that came through right here on Wednesday, January 17th. And if you bought here, woo, pretty ride up. And then we got that sell signal right here on the 24th, and it started to fall. All right. And right now, we're just trying to figure out what is it going to do next, right? So I feel like right now Apple it's confused. It's kind of going back and forth. It was up a little bit higher this morning, and now it's starting to fall a little bit. But I think there could be a little bit, as you can see right here, maybe a little bit of bounce that's about to happen, as I mentioned, as the opening bell. So for most of these, I want to see how these bars close. 5-minute bar, 1-hour bar, et cetera, before we start making any major moves. But it looks like a lot of the stocks that we did just look at, like they are poised to be up at the market open, and it really is just a nice bounce back from the the fall yesterday after Federal Chair Powell spoke. So for many of you that are probably in option trades like myself, I had some great wins yesterday, but I had a lot of things that were down. I'm really anticipating and already seeing that I will be able to go in and recoup any losses completely, and maybe even go profitable on a lot of these. So please make sure, as always, that you're setting your stop losses as we get close to this market open. And we showed you guys a cool little trick to kind of determine what the opening price will be based on the pre-market moves. All right, so those are some of the things I'm keeping my eyes out on. I feel like there was one more. Oh, NVIDIA, really quickly. As you guys know, yesterday, NVIDIA took a beating, okay? NVIDIA was down $12.47 yesterday. There was so much volatility. It went down as low as 13 bucks. Then it started going up. It was only down about $4 or $5. There was tons of volatility. So if you guys were day trading NVIDIA or even doing options on it, if you were truly up in the day charts or in the minute charts and hour charts, you probably could have got in and out of many trades, all right? But right now, looking at the 5-minute chart, we just got a sell signal that came through about 9:05, and as you can see, NVIDIA has been falling ever so slightly since then. All right, looking at our 2-hour chart. Here, let's refresh this. We have that buy signal that came through around 6 a.m. So it looks like there was a slight sell, but overall position to go up. As you can see, NVIDIA is currently up $5.78. They look like they're another one that's going to have a nice rebound probably for the first 30 minutes, maybe even an hour after the opening bell from yesterday. And sorry, I have a little cold, so my voice is a little in and out. Excuse me, so that's what I'm seeing.
Okay, so we'll hop over here into the Forex markets and take a look at what's going on in the foreign currencies. We're going to look at the USD JPY. We know there is a constant battle between America and Asia, financially and as well as in other things. Starting out on the 1-day chart, we are in the middle of a sell signal, and we are in this trade sell side. We did just get a sell signal on the 1-day, so we could potentially add on to this at the opening bell. Stepping down to the 4-hour, strong sell signal on the USD JPY, all right? And in the 2-hour, we are still in a sell signal as well. In the 1-hour, we are in a new sell signal. So at 9:30, I would be looking at the opening bell to come in and add to this sell side position, which we are currently profitable in, only having 1,000 pips in here. So looking to add to that position for that sell-off, all right? Looking at the USD Great British Pound, okay? Starting out back on the 1-day chart, we are in the middle of a buy signal on the 1-day chart, USD GBP, all right? 4-hour, we are getting some charge up from that buy signal. A little bit of resistance here at 0.79, looking at it on the 2-hour chart, but we still are in the middle of a buy signal. And on the 1-hour, we are still in the middle of a strong buy signal that did get a sell, and now we got a buy on the 9 o'clock. So we're going to be buy side bias USD GBP at the open. Okay, so buy side bias USD Great British Pound, sell side bias USD JPY, and then we will round it out with the USD Canadian dollar. So USD Canadian dollar, we got a buy side on a 1-day chart. 4-hour is in the middle of a buy. 2-hour is in the buy, met some little resistance, and 1-hour is on the sell. So what we will do is we will let this retrace, okay? And then we will look for maybe around the 15-minute to get some support, and we're starting to see that support come in. So around the 15-minute or 1-hour on the USD Canadian, we will be buy side bias, looking to enter into a long side trade and hold that throughout the day. Because these are getting buy side signals on the day charts as well, I would be looking to hold these for potential swing trades, 3 days, 7 days, etc. So obviously, trading and investing is personal. Do your own risk management. But I'm buy side bias USD Canadian dollar, buy side bias USD GPY, or Great British Pound, and I'm sell side bias on USD JPY, and that's what we'll be looking to enter in at the open. So I'm just going to keep it on this screen as the open is about to happen, and we will enter those trades here at 9:30 at the opening bell.
Let's send some good mornings out to all the lovely good mornings that we're seeing. First, I have to get a shout out to my mom. Hey, Mom. Hey, I see you in the chat. So shout out. There too. Yeah, shout out to all the moms supporting. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. But yes, good morning, Tyrese. Okay, Tracy, Jeffrey Hall. Wanda was asking, what caused the sharp rise and immediate sharp drop yesterday after the FOMC meeting yesterday? And as we had stated that Federal Chair Powell, they did announce that they will not be raising or dropping interest rates, and people really want interest rates to start to fall. And so that kind of caused an immediate sell-off, right? It caused an immediate sell-off. People were kind of selling things, locking in their gains, or maybe even reducing potential losses. And then immediately it just started running back up. It was like there was a sell-off, things dropped, people went in and started buying like the dip, and it was a beautiful thing. So that's basically what happened. And they also said they likely will not be cutting interest rates in March as well. So that was the announcement. So right now I feel like we're just waiting for this opening bell to come. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Let us know if you are in any trades. If you're looking at if you're in any trades right now, or looking at exit trades or things like that as we gear up for the opening bell. Yeah. So we're gonna start prepping this trade position on the sell side for USD JPY on the, I'm going to risk 5% on this Forex sale. You going to trade already? I'm about to. I'm getting ready. 10 seconds to go for the opening bell, and I'm going to sell here at the top USD JPY, and I'm going to buy the other two, okay? And there is the opening bell. So there we go. I'm going to go in and enter these trades. USD JPY going to sell, going to buy the USD Great British Pound, risk 0.05%. All right, and I'm also going to buy the USD Canadian dollar. All right, and those would be our first Forex trades for today. Now, another thing I want to bring up, okay, is the proper approach mentally to trading and investing, either whether it's short-term or long-term. Now, we're currently up 6,400. We were only up 5,700 at the beginning of the day. So we're up like $1,000 already. But what I want to call out is yesterday morning, we started out at about $8,000, okay? And we lost about $2,500 unrealized yesterday because of that sell-off in the afternoon. But because we're profitable and so profitable in these other trades, it eliminates our losses, right? So Netflix alone is carrying the boat right now. We're up $8,000 on Netflix, and we have $7,000 locked in. So it hasn't come down to knock us out on that $7,000. On the flip side of that, on BlackRock, we're down $1,500, right? And in Ethereum, we were down $1,500 yesterday in that short, but now it's turning around, and we made $1,000 off of that short yesterday, which now has brought our loss down to only $500. So this goes into risk management, and it goes into diversification, and it also shows you're not going to win every trade and or every day, but if you do proper risk management, you're going to be able to survive and be in the battles for bigger picture long term. And if you have a proper risk to reward ratio, you have the ability to win over the long term. And that's the major key, everybody, is wanting to be consistent winners, right? And knowing that if you're trading stock, because it's different from the other asset classes, which we'll talk about shortly, but if we're trading stock, we know that we're only focusing pretty much on this universe of our watch list. And we're also okay with holding these stock bigger picture long term. So even if we are down in a current trade, this just becomes a dollar cost average entry of our longer term investments. Now, if we were to get into any other investments outside of our watch list, then we may not
hold any of those trades beyond our 5% risk. But even in these trades, all of the stop losses are set that you see me put in at 0.05%. Even before I submit the order. And this is showing you that neither one of these trades have hit our stop loss, so we haven't got out of them. So that should help you eliminate that anxiety and that, being nervous or being anxious. Because if you go in and you follow your rules and you do some good analysis and you put your stop loss in there, then you've already accounted for what you're willing to lose. And we're up now, it just hit $7,000. So we're up about $1,500 already on today. Now, if I wanted to exit those trades and take that profit, then I would realize $1,500 of trading for today. So I just wanted to give you guys some encouragement. Some of you guys are relatively new to the channel, to Dominique, to myself, or to trading and investing. Is patience, self-control, and discipline, proper analysis, proper risk management will give you an opportunity to run it up. Now, if this Netflix trade does get to 9,000, we will adjust the stop loss and put it up to 8,000 to lock in another $1,000 of profit. Okay, so that's what I just wanted to talk about real swiftly. All right, we are in our first trades of the day on the futures. Where are we? Okay, we're in our trade. What positions are we? We are long oil, okay? So we're long oil, all right, as our first trade of the day, and that is where we are, okay? So we are currently up $270 on our first trade of the day in the futures. The algorithm got into that while I was going on a little mini rant. So that is our first futures trade of the day. Congratulations if you are in that trade. And again, you can see that the algorithm already put our stop loss in there. So I'm already saying that this is the most that I'm willing to risk in this trade. And if I hit it, it's all good. If I don't, I'm gonna ride the ride for as long as it pays me. I don't set profit targets. I allow the stop loss to be adjusted to lock in profits so that I can ride the ride for as long as it's going to pay me, okay? So we are long oil, and I called this out in our pre-market analysis that we're gonna pretty much be buy-side bias on oil and the energies, and sell side bias on the equities longer term. There may be a charge up in the equities in the earlier half of the morning, which I can currently see right now. Hit that first standard deviation and it's charging up. So we may get a buy signal on the NASDAQ at 940, enter into that, set our parameters, but longer term, it may be on the short side. So we will see if the analysis holds out. That's our first trades on the futures market. How you doing over there, Dominique?
I'm doing. So I just entered a trade in the futures market, just kind of watching all of the equities right now because it's lovely seeing a lot of those gains that we saw yesterday, losses that I saw yesterday, to come back. A lot of people, this is not faring well. Okay, but it's okay. All right, so what's going on? Okay, here we go. Here we go. The second bar, it's bouncing off of that VWAP. All right, we have a lot of little consolidation going right there, back and forth around that 4,890 mark with the ES. Okay, but for equities right now, I was asking people what they're in. So B-Small, I think B-Small, aren't you, Phyllis? Let me know if that's you, Phyllis. Anyway, so I think Phyllis says she's in Tesla, ELF, and AMD calls. So AMD is still just kind of stagnant right now. Hopefully all of you guys have expiration dates that are far enough out so that you're not necessarily worried about it. Also, Microsoft was one that took a nice dip yesterday. It actually is already up $8.36. So that probably should eliminate any of the downside that it took yesterday. Okay. Let's see what else. What else do we have here? ELF. I could take a quick look and see how ELF is doing really quickly for you. Yeah, so ELF is currently up $2.52. I'm assuming that you maybe entered maybe when it was around this 159, or maybe you entered when it was a little bit higher yesterday. But they are down. I'm sorry, they're up $2.52 on our 5-minute chart. It looks like it is actually positioned to continue to rise up a little bit more. Let's look at this 3-minute chart. Not seeing much here, but it does look like it is positioned to rise. We actually just got a buy signal at 933. So Phyllis, you may be positioned to start recouping any losses that you may potentially have. As far as AMD is just playing playing rough. I don't know. I'm actually really surprised at AMD how the stock moved. Maybe a lot of the anticipation of it going up was already baked in, but it hasn't done what I thought it was going to do. We did just receive a sell signal right here on AMD at 9:33, so it was 5 minutes ago. So I'm in AMD as well. I have calls on AMD, but my expiration date is, I believe, March 1st. So I believe we have more than enough time for this thing to rebound. But I am honestly really surprised at how AMD stock is falling. As you can see, we just received this, as I mentioned, this sell signal, and it is starting to fall right here. So those are some of the things I'm looking at right now, really just kind of eyeing to see how things are moving. Also, NVIDIA is also starting to lose some of the gains that it had. Starting to lose some of the gains that it had pre-market. Now NVIDIA is starting to fall. We did receive a sell signal right here at 9:06, and unfortunately it's been doing nothing but falling right down since then, losing a lot of the pre-market gains that it had. It was up about $5 pre-market. Now it's only up about $2.80. So those are some of the things that I am looking at right now. It's kind of just look and see what is going on. What about you, Dion? And if you guys have any stocks also that you want us to look at or analyze, go ahead and drop them in the chat. Also, one more thing, if you are brand new to the channel, which many of you probably are, please do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button so that we can let you know when we are live every morning, Monday through Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. You can come get your financial news, and you can also live trade with us and get your stock analysis and all that good stuff, okay? So
Absolutely. Okay. All right. So let's hop into some analysis of the market and see what we have on some opportunities to be entered around the 9:45. You guys know I like to let the equity market do what it's going to do for that first 15 minutes and then start entering some trades around 9:45 to 10 o'clock. Okay. So starting out, the VTI, which is the global total stock market, all right, is starting to charge up. It is in the middle of that sell-off on, let's start out on the 1 day, okay? We can see that it did get a sales signal today, okay? All right, stepping down to the 2 hour, we can see why it got that sales signal on the 1 day with that sales signal on the 2 hour charging down. Now, it did get some support at the 241 mark, okay? And now stepping down to the 1 hour, we see a strong sales signal, but again, starting to get that support around 241. So it seems that we're a ways away from any buy signal on the VTI. But if we were to get a charge up and then maybe another sell signal, we would enter into the sell side trade. But for right now, we're just going to scan these on the 1 hours and see if we have any signals. And if we do have it on the 1 hour, then we will start to step down into the shorter time frames and enter some trades around 9:45 to 10 o'clock, okay? So SPY, S&P 500, 1 hour is also in the middle of a sale, starting to get some support around that 485 mark, all right? Tesla. All right, now we did just get a sales signal, that was yesterday, okay, on Tesla. We were in a buy side trade there. Make sure your stop loss and take profits are set. We're up $400 on that buy from Monday, okay? So you can adjust your stop loss to lock in some profits on that, all right? Riot, sales signal came in yesterday. We missed that ride. Palantir is in the middle of a sales signal, got some support at 1630, looking to turn around. We'll keep our eye on Palantir. Microsoft, most of the market was down from yesterday, but Microsoft did just get a buy today at the opening bell and is charging up. So we will look to enter into a trade on Microsoft here at 9:45, okay? So we can start prepping that trade to buy Microsoft. If you are looking for some option trades, I will look at the 2 hour, the 1 day, and the 1 week, and I'll look for alignment from those. So the 2 hour, obviously the 1 hour is going to turn before the 2 hour. So the 2 hour may be getting a buy signal. The 1 day is currently in a sale. So on the option side, it is in the middle of a 1 day buy, and a 1 week it is up. So if you're looking for some longer term options, 30, 60, 90 days out, this could be a good entry area for Microsoft on the call side. On the day trading side, for the stock, I will be looking to buy at the 945 and only risking 5%, okay? All right, now, so that is Microsoft. Lockheed Martin on the 1 hour is in the middle of the sale, so we're gonna skip that. JP Morgan on the 1 hour in the middle of a sale. All right, so we're going to skip that, miss that ride. All right, Amazon. If you guys got in any of these trades doing power hour yesterday and you were doing some stock trading, congratulations on getting on any of those sales, because that is some nice movement right there, okay? Amazon waiting. Apple in the middle of a downtrend, but it did get some support around here, around 187. So our long trade that we were doing on the swing trade is starting to turn around. We're only down 94 bucks on that. And then rounded out in the video on the first half of the watch list, NVIDIA just got a buy signal. So we're going to be looking to buy NVIDIA on the 1 hour at 945 as well, risking only 100. And if you're looking for calls on NVIDIA, 2 hour is also starting to get some support and charging up, looking for that crossover. We just got a buy signal on the 2 hour. All right. So I would be looking to enter into some NVIDIA calls today on 30, 60, 90 days out. If you want, if that's in your risk tolerance, if you need shorter time frame, maybe the shortest I would go would be 7 days out. Okay. So I'm going to get ready to enter into this buy side trade at 945 for both NVIDIA and Microsoft. Okay. So we have about 30 seconds and I'm going to enter into this trade. I'm only going to do 100 right now. And if it looks like we need to add to this trade at the 10 o'clock, I will be open to finish the position at 10 o'clock and go from there, because on the 1 hour we are getting buy signals. And I wanted to let the, mixture of consolidation and battles go forward between 9:30 and now. So we got about 5 seconds here. I'm going to enter this order on the buy for NVIDIA and the buy for Microsoft. All right, so there we go on Microsoft. There we go on NVIDIA. And now we'll come over to Microsoft and we will do the same thing. So we're long Microsoft and we are long NVIDIA. And those are our stock trades for today during the day trades, okay? And then we could take a look at how we're up over $7,000 already for the day, which is about $1,000, about $1,300 of profit. We're up for the day already, okay? And we will keep our eye on our trades, all right? So, yep, we'll keep our eye on those, and we're starting to get some turnaround in a lot of these pushing up, okay? So we'll wait. Right now, we're up about $1,300 in stock already. And in the futures, we're still long oil, and we've now just crossed over $200 of profit in there. So collectively, between the two asset classes, we're up about $1,500 this morning. Market has only been open for 15 minutes. If you're in any of those trades, congratulations, and make sure your stop loss and take profits are set, and we'll ride these rides, okay? All right, so Miss Suzanne said, hey, hello, can you look at Shell, CHPT for option calls? So you want to take Shell and I'll take CHPT? Or are you entering some trades?
I'm trying to.
Okay, I'll take the analysis right now. Right, she's over there getting into some option trades. So she will update you guys on what option trades she's about to get in. I will go ahead and look at Shell for you, Miss Suzanne. So let's look at Shell. All right. Shell, the gas company. All right. So let's look at Shell. I want to make sure we're looking at the right Shell PLC. Yep, that's it. Okay. New York Stock Exchange. Let's look at that one. All right. So Shell on the 1 hour. She said options. She's looking for some calls. So if you're looking for options, the 1 hour just got a buy at the opening bell. 2 hour also just got a buy at the opening bell. The 1 day is in a buy, and the 1 week is in a sell, but it's showing that buy side pressure that's coming from the shorter time frames. So I would look at 14 days would probably be the shortest expiration date that I would look at.
What you talking about? Oh, Shell.
Shell. 14 days would be probably the shortest that I would look at because the 1 week is still waiting. Probably it'll turn on Sunday. So I would look, if I'm looking to swing trade this, if I'm looking to just to get in, get out, the shortest I would look would be 7 days, and I would get in today and get out tomorrow. If I was looking to do longer term, I would wait until tomorrow after the close and then submit some calls and then look to hold them for at least 14 days or longer, okay? All right, we also just got into our first trade on the equity futures. We just got into the ES on the buy side. Okay, so we are now buying the ES on the futures. Okay, so we are long ES and we are long CL on the futures side. All right. All right, now going back to that would be my analysis on Shell, Miss Suzanne. If you're looking for some calls, if you're looking for longer term, I would submit them Friday after the close so I don't lose any time decay immediately. If you're looking for shorter term, I would get an expiration date of next Friday, and I would look to get out of that trade by tomorrow or lock in my profits by tomorrow and go from there. Okay, CHPT. CHPT.
Let me have some questions too in the chat when you're done.
All right, Charge Point Holdings. Charge Point Holdings is on the New York Stock Exchange. I'm not familiar with it, so I'm going to start out at the month and get me a little bit of deeper analysis. All right, I can see that Charge Point went public in 2019, so been around for about 5 years. Went public at around $8, charged up to around the mid to upper 40s, and been selling off since January 2022. Where that sell-off started at $22, and now it's at $2, and it's still in a sell side signal on the 1 month. It did get some support around the $1 mark, but it's still in a sell signal on the 1 week. And on the 1 day, it just got a buy. So if you are looking for, if you are bullish on this bigger picture long term, for whatever reason, you know, these might be some good entries for investment, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, or some option leaps, or some buy and hold stock. For that for at least a year. If you want to do some deeper analysis on that, trade investing is personal. I personally wouldn't buy it. It's not in my watch list. Okay, now shorter term calls, the 1 day did just get a buy signal, and the 2 hour did just get a buy signal. So if you're looking for some calls shorter term, the shortest expiration date I would do would be 7 days. I would probably get out tomorrow, or 14 days or longer, getting in at the close of tomorrow and holding it for 14, 30, 60 days. Okay, so that would be my analysis on CHPT. Okay, so we'll take a break for some analysis and get into some of the questions.
Did you get this sell on the ES?
My algo got in on the buy side of the ES.
Yeah, I've been
profitable.
I've been on the buy side. Okay, I think I.
You are on, what chart are you on? You're on a 3 minute.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so that is that. You want to answer some of these questions?
Yeah. Yep. Let's answer some of these questions. So, see a couple things here. Oh my God.
Charmaine Bell says, "Hi, can I get in on this trade on TradingView?"
She said she figured it out.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Kaylee said, "It's my very first time watching and listening, learning about this. I'm very interested in learning how to trade." Well, welcome to the Money Matrix, and I'm Dominique. This is Dion. You're more than welcome to scan the QR code, and you can join our amazing program, Wall Street Academy, and you'll understand all the things that we're saying and learning. It will teach you the ins and outs of all of this. There's a link in the description. I think the code is also, the link is also pinned. And currently, it's 50% off. So you're able to join for less than $1,000. Okay. Kaleja was saying, would a 2/16 expiration day on AMD be far enough out for a bounce back? Potentially, I would say yes, it likely is. If you have the budget to go a little bit further, I would. My AMD calls are March 1st, just so you know where I entered. So my AMD calls are March 1st, and the NVIDIA calls, I have a bunch of NVIDIA calls for March 1st, but the NVIDIA calls that I just purchased a few minutes ago are for March 8th. So yes, Kaleja, February 16th is good enough out, but if you have the budget to maybe even go a week further out, it just gives you a little bit more time. Remember, you're just paying for time, okay?
Yes.
What else do we have here? You got it. Oh.
So a couple of good call outs on that, right? So if you're brand new to the show, thank you for watching and joining. You got a couple of links in the description and in the comment section. The first link is you could join our Discord community, the Money Matrix Discord community, which is absolutely free. Get in there with the community and get with other like-minded individuals. The course where we actually teach step by step how we're doing what we're doing, and the how-to tutorial videos, the glossary, and covering all the asset classes, that is called Wall Street Academy. You can click into that, and we're currently giving all Money Matrix viewers a 50% off discount, and that's what she mentioned about that. So want to clarify that the Discord is free. Join the community. Just come in there and rock with us. The Wall Street Academy, where you actually learn from us and we teach you how to do this, is a paid program. And to watch this show Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11, it's absolutely free. Come on, you can tune in, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Now, trading and investing is personal. We are not your fiduciaries. We're not selling securities. We're not making recommendations. We are literally just doing real life analysis of what we are actually doing for our own accounts and trading them live, and people can be able to see, and you see what we're doing and how we're doing and learn from it in the program, okay? So she also said, I'm new and I just opened an account on Robinhood. Can I buy calls on Robinhood? So let me clarify the question. If you just opened up a Robinhood account, congratulations, starting to bet on yourself and invest in yourself. You can trade options in Robinhood. Certain option levels require certain questionnaires that you need to answer for yourself in them to tell Robinhood what you want to do. Okay, we cannot tell you what to do on that. Now, if you're talking about trading Robinhood calls, yes, Robinhood is actually a publicly traded company, and you can trade options on Robinhood itself as well if you have an edge. The specific instruments that people are calling out, like SPY or IBM or ELF or something like that, we're going in, that is a specific stock of a specific company that is owned or that is public, and you can go in and trade that, and you can use the Robinhood platform to trade those stocks or those options, et cetera, et cetera. So I want to just clarify the question for the newbies to make sure that everybody understands. All right, Miss Deirdre says that she's up 9:07 already. Great morning. Congratulations. Okay. That is my mother as well. So congratulations, Mom. All right. And thank you for tuning in. Okay, so Kendra says that with expiration, you answered that for AMD. Okay, and Ashley Thomas says, do you use TradingView platform? What platforms do you use? Yeah, so right now we're in the current process of building our own platform, which is called Total, which should be out in a couple of months. But as of right now, we use TradingView to do our analysis for stocks, bonds, options, Forex, futures, and crypto. And you can trade all of those in TradingView except options. You can do the analysis on TradingView, but you're gonna have to go and do your entries on, Robinhood or Webull or Thinkorswim or things of that nature, okay? On the futures, we're trading in NinjaTrader, which is a platform that I trade on, which is where my algorithms are built in. However, Dominique does trade her futures through TradingView, where we have our interactive brokers account connected directly to TradingView. So you can sync your IB directly to TradingView, and you can trade directly from the platform, which is what she does. My algorithms are not built in TradingView yet. Well, not the new algorithms. The new algorithms are not built in TradingView yet. So they're still trading fully autonomously on NinjaTrader, okay? So hopefully that answers your question. Okay? Vanessa say, I'm so ready for Total. Yes, we are too. Okay? Trust me when I tell you. All right? Okay, so the only two trades we are in the futures are, we're long the ES right now, which is getting some sell side pressure, and we're still long oil, okay? So those are our two current trades for the futures so far. All right, congratulations if you are in any of those trades. Oil is currently profitable. The ES is battling right now. Janice says, can we look at Google? You want to take a look at Google for Janice?
Let's look at Google.
All right.
I was over here playing around with futures a little bit. And I did get into, and I can share with you guys which option I bought on, I can't recall the strike price, but I can show you in a second. For NVIDIA, what I mentioned earlier, it has a expiration date of March the 8th, and I'll hop over and show you guys the strike price. I can't remember what strike price I got. But looking at Google, C class, I'm assuming she wants to look at C shares, right? Okay, so we'll look at C shares. All right, so Google has two. They have 𝐺OG and 𝐺OGL. So we'll go ahead and look at their 𝐺OG because it's likely the one that, oh, she wants to look at 𝐺OOGL. All right. It is a difference. It is a difference. All right, so 𝐺OOGL is currently trading at $142.96. It's actually up $1.96 today. Okay, we're currently on the 2-hour chart. So our 2-hour chart, it is definitely trending up right here is what we're seeing. But let's get a little bit more granular. Let's go down to this 3-minute chart. On our 3-minute chart, we did just receive a buy signal. So on our 3-minute chart, we received a buy signal at 9:57. It's currently 9:58. So we literally just received a buy signal, Janice. Okay, so we do have a buy signal that just came through right now on the 3-minute chart. So let's look at the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart, it's fighting this buy and sell signal. It's fighting, but it looks like the buy signal is definitely winning. So it looks like we're going to see this, pushing up. And we're seeing the same thing on the 2-hour chart, pushing up as well. And let's look at the day. Reset. On the day chart, on our day chart, we're seeing sell. So it looks like we're going to see Google start to go up for the next maybe couple hours. Over the next day or so, it may start to fall. Let's look at the week. What are we saying on the week? On the week, it's up, right? So essentially, we're saying that Google's going to be up long term. We may start to see it go up for the next few hours, may have a little fall, but over the next few days, we'll start to see it rise. So it has lots of long-term potential. So don't forget, we did just receive a buy signal on 𝐺OOGL, all right? Okay, so that is 𝐺OOGL. Let me know if that was helpful, Janice. I want to take a quick look at Microsoft as well. I know many of us are still in this Microsoft trade. Microsoft took a bit of a hit yesterday, which I'm still kind of surprised about, despite the fact that they just totally killed their earnings and did really, really well. And so they're currently up. This is the 1-week chart. But on our 2-hour chart, I want to see how they're doing. They're starting to rise up. They're currently up about $8.10. On our 2-hour chart, we do have a buy signal here. And then let's go look at our 3-minute chart. 3-minute chart, loading. We are seeing, yeah, we're still technically in this buy, and it's like it's kind of bouncing here. So we have a lot of upside potential for Microsoft as well. All right. Let's see, looking at the chat. What else? Oh, I was going to show you, let me see what this NVIDIA is doing. I have 20,000 screens. So for NVIDIA, I'm in like a bunch of NVIDIA calls right now and waiting for these to rebound, all right? So the newest one that we just got in for March the 8th, okay? For March the 8th, we're currently down about 3.57%. No worries. We have more than enough time to recoup. But I wanted to show you guys the strike price that I selected and the expiration date that I selected, all right? So I'm currently down 3.80%. We have a $635 strike price and a March 8th expiration date, okay? And on this, I see how small that looks. Let me know if that's small. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. But that is what we have here for NVIDIA. And I know Dion also purchased stocks long as well. So overall, you know, we are just completely long or on NVIDIA despite the ups and the downs of the days. All right. Kenji said, do you teach trading and do you have a trading bot? This looks awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, we do teach trading. You can click the link in our description. I think it's also actually pinned as well. You can join our program, the Wall Street Academy. If you're interested to learn about trading, you can use the code Money Matrix and receive $1,000 off as well. We also do have some trading algorithms that we'll be releasing very, very soon that will literally do a bulk of this trading for you. So yes, that is the answer there. What else are you seeing, Dion?
Yeah, so let's hop into TradingView. All right, so we're up $120 in our Microsoft trade that we just got into 17 minutes ago. So congratulations if you did get into that trade when I called Microsoft at 9:45. Now, on the flip side of that, it seems we got stopped out on NVIDIA for our 5% risk, right? So we took 2 trades. We won one and we lost one, and we're still riding the ride for Microsoft, right? And right now, our wins are outpacing our losses. So we took 2 trades, we lost one, we're winning one, and the win is outperforming our loss. This is why we always set our stop loss. Now, the Microsoft is charging up, so congratulations if you got into that trade and or that stock trade and or that call, okay? We can also take a look at our Forex trades here, right? So for those of you guys who are relatively new to the show, we analyze stocks, bonds, options, Forex, futures, and crypto in here, and we'll actively take these trades based off of our analysis and our trading bots or trading algorithms that I've created, right? So I want you guys to understand that you can make money in multiple asset classes. You can make money whether the market goes up or down. And with proper risk management, you can make money in a lot of ways all at the same time. Now, take your time, slow the game down, learn the processes and things like that, because if you don't, then you're not trading or investing, you're gambling, okay? Now, let's go over here and take a look at it is 10 o'clock, so we can now come in here and add to our trades if we wanted, because I wanted to split that up between that opening bell and the 10 o'clock. Okay, so we can now get ready to add to our sell position on the Canadian dollar. Make sure our stop loss is set, obviously. All right, and add to that sell side trade. All right, we also, actually, let me go back over here for that. Let me go to, yeah, okay. And then we are also long on, so that was Great British Pound. So we sold on here. We just added to that. All right. And then we're in USD Euro. We're in a sale. Okay. And I want to add to that. All right. Based off of that 1 hour. Okay. Yep. I want to add to the sale of USD Euro. Make sure my stop loss is set. Okay. 0.05. All right, and then Great British Pound Euro, we're also in a sale, and now I'm going to add to that. Okay, and we're profitable on that one, so it's starting to get some momentum. Make sure my stop loss is set. Okay, again, I cannot express enough how important it is to make sure your stop loss is set and activated. Make sure that it's within your risk parameters. And things of that nature prior to getting into the trade. Predefining your risk, all right, is super, super, super important. Let's take a look at crypto. Take a look at Ethereum. Okay, we were trading, we're short, we've been short Ethereum since last week. All right, we were profitable, then it went down against us 1,500, it came back to -500, and now it's down -721. The 1 hour is in the middle of a buy signal. So we could go ahead and exit this trade if we wanted to, because that is a signal, that is a data-driven reason to get out of the trade. However, because I preset my 5% rule and it still hasn't met there, and the 1 week is still showing red, and the 1 day is still showing red. Actually, the 1 day just got a sell. Actually, I'm gonna go in here and add to this position now that I see the 1 day, and this is a swing trade. So I'm gonna add to this position of Ethereum on the sell side. Make sure that my stop loss is set since we just got that signal. All right, and add to that. Okay, and the reason that I'm adding to it, because it is a swing trade. The longer time frames are still showing sell, and I just got another sale at the 1 day mark. Okay, and it still has never hit my 5% risk management rule. Okay. So I am now doubling in on that position for the Ethereum trade. Okay, so those are my trades. So I'm now short Ethereum. I'm short Great British Pound JPY. I'm short USD Euro, and I am short USD JPY. Okay, so those are my short side trades that I've entered in on today. And my long trades that I entered in today are Microsoft and NVIDIA. Okay, Microsoft and NVIDIA. Microsoft is now up $234. So congratulations if you're in that trade. We also bought NVIDIA but got stopped out, and we're now overall profitable for the day. We started out the day at about $5,700 pre-market flat, and now we're up about $6,400. So we are at about $700, $800 of profit now for the day on those equities. Okay, we got realized profit. We got exited one of those trades on the futures, and we realized we're up $105 in our pockets, and now we're in some trades kind of currently down here and battling in the future. So we are up. We're in the equities, selling the ES, and we are also selling oil. Down in both of those trades currently, but we already realized 105 for the morning. We will see how those pan out. Okay, so that is some of the analysis for myself. We can now check the chat and see if you have any stock, bonds, options, Forex, futures, or crypto you want us to analyze in real time. Drop them in the chat.
Yeah, I also wanted to confirm if anyone got into. We actually just got another buy signal on NVIDIA.
Okay, what time frame?
3. Okay. Or 5. Yeah, I can't remember. But yes, I wanted to just highlight for anyone that did get into the NVIDIA trade, it is profitable depending on what your entry point was. We're currently up about 2% in this trade, about $65, not tons and tons of money, but hey, every win is a win. But it is currently up now $75, so the trade has gone profitable. So if you are long the stock, I was trying to zoom in and I can't figure out how to zoom in. If you are long the stock or if you are long the option, then you are likely starting to see some profitability there. We're up 2.99% there as well. And as you mentioned, Microsoft is doing very, very well. Looks like the market in general is starting to kind of rise a little bit. So we have to see how the ES is doing also. Yep.
So we just got into our okay, so we just got into the buy side on the ES. Okay, we just got into the buy side on the gasoline. So that's our first trade on the gasoline futures. All right, and we also just got into the first buy side trade of the NASDAQ. Okay, so we do see the equity starting to charge up. Okay. And we're now long NQ, we're long CL, and we are long ES, and we are long RB on the future. So long on all of the futures that we're currently in. And remember, in the pre-market analysis, I said there was probably going to be some charge up in the first couple of hours, and potentially longer term may be on the sell side. So we'll keep our eye on that. Starting to get some charge up now in the equity markets and also in the oil. So we predicted that the oils would be charging up, and now they're starting to charge up anyway. And let's see how the equities perform. Now, the S&P 500 did just meet we actually got in right at the sector standard deviation. So I'm going to be interested to see how that responds, because we did just get some resistance right there, which makes sense to me. Seems like oil has a good amount of room to run because it's below the VWAP, so that may be charging up for us nicely. The oil is also above the VWAP and just got a buy side, slightly under the second standard deviation, so that may be charging up as well. As far as the NASDAQ is over here, it's charged up. It broke through the VWAP, broke through that first standard deviation. We got in the middle, right between the middle of the first and second standard deviation, and starting to get some resistance right there. So going to be interested to see how this pans over the rest of the hour, and see if they're able to make some bigger moves, okay? So congratulations if you guys are in these trades. If you're just getting into these trades on today, right?
Awesome. We have a few questions in the chat. All right, so Miss Pauline, all Wealth Demystified members, I think they're confirming with the team right now to see. The email was supposed to go out yesterday, so I have to confirm that the email went out, but all Wealth Demystified members, you'll get login access to Wall Street Academy. So we're confirming to see if the email went out, but you should get an email, all right? So stand by on that. Kenji was asking what platforms you use to trade futures and options. So there's a kind of a plethora of platforms, and you really can use whatever platform you're most comfortable with. Right now, the screen that you'll see that we're currently on, Dion is in NinjaTrader. I am in TradingView. For futures, you can also trade stocks in TradingView as well. Excuse me. And Dion trades his futures in NinjaTrader. For options, I typically trade in Robinhood. Okay, so that's typically where I'm doing my trades for. For options, you can also use Webull. So it's really whatever platform you are most comfortable with. All right. What other questions you guys have, or any other stocks that you want us to analyze? I'm looking at the chat. Awesome. I think we're actually caught up on the questions for now. And excuse my voice today, y'all. I'm a little bit under the weather today. So
let's hop into some analysis of some of our trades that we did take, and then check out the second half of our watch list. All right. Microsoft is up 200. Okay, so that's the one I want to look at. But if you're in this trade, congratulations. Now, looking at the 1 hour, we're going to look at the rest of our watch list, right? We finished off with NVIDIA, so now we'll go to Novo. All right, Novo got some sell side pressure, been charging up for the last week or so, and then especially off those earning reports. Okay, so no signal on Novo right now, but we can see we're already up, excuse me, $707 from that swing trade yesterday. All right, Path. Okay, we're currently up $20, $29 in that trade. We're long it on the swing trade. It is getting some support off of that sell side pressure. Excuse me. Okay, we're long in that and it starts to charge up. All right. The Qs on the 1 hour, no signal as well. Still in the middle of that sell off, but got some support around 418 and it's starting to charge up. Roblox. Okay. Roblox, just got a buy signal on Roblox on the 1 hour. All right. So it is 10:15 now. All right. And I would look to go ahead and get into this Roblox trade. All right. And I'm going to submit this buy order for Roblox based off of this signal on the 1 hour. Okay. And it is a new 15-minute chart. So we'll hop in on that. Twilio. No signal on Twilio, still in the middle of a sell signal, starting to get some support. Cruise is just got a sell signal at 10:30, no, at 9:30, and it is 10:15 or 10:16. So we could potentially sell on Cruise. Okay, set our stop loss, risk 5%. Selling on Cruise. Nancy is in the middle of a charge up. We're already 200 shares into that, and we're long Nancy, so I'm okay with holding those. No signal there on Nancy. IBM, we got paid off for IBM, I think it was Monday, so that was good. All right, sales signal, we missed that. All right, and BlackRock is in the middle of a sell-off. We're long on BlackRock. It looks like it's starting to get some quality support around 776. We entered in at 792, so we'll be waiting for a buy signal and potentially add to that, okay? So those are the full analysis of our watch list today. We've entered about 4 trades based off of our watch list. We shorted Cruise, okay? We bought Roblox, we bought Microsoft, and those are our stock trades for the day, okay? We started the day at 5,700. We're now at 6,600. So we're about up $900 since the opening bell. So congratulations if you guys are in any of these trades. All right, now going to look at our Forex trades that we took today, because these are the active Forex trades that we took today. Down $4.87. USD Euro down $1.83 on USD JPY, and down 27 cents USD GBP. So looking like we may be getting some support here pretty soon on our Forex trades. All right, and that is the analysis over there. And then actually let's look at the Ethereum, because we just added to Ethereum. So where are we at on Ethereum? Okay, so we were down $700. Now we're only down $653. So it seems like that selling pressure is starting to pick up in Ethereum towards the downside and looking to be moving towards our way. Okay. 𝐷𝐸 asked us to look at Disney. So let's go ahead and look at Disney. Now, Disney did make our 2024 watch list, but obviously Disney has been around for a while. We'll start at the 1 week analysis on Disney. Okay. So on the 1 week analysis, also remember everybody, when you put down a stock, bond, option, Forex, future, or crypto that you want us to analyze, please put down what you are considering, whether it's an investment, a swing trade, a day trade, call options, put options, etc., so we can kind of get a better understanding of what it is that you're looking to do, and that will help us from our starting point for our analysis. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to start out on the 1 week on Disney. We can see that it has been in an uptrend since November 20th of 2023. So been trending up on the 1 week chart in a buy signal. The 1 day is also in a buy signal since January 17th. And the 2 hour did get a buy signal today. Okay. So if I was looking to get into Disney for some options, I would be looking at some call options on Disney. If I'm doing 7 days, I would get in today and get out by tomorrow. If I'm doing 14 days or longer, then I would submit my order at the close of the bell tomorrow. Okay. So that would be my trade for Disney on the options or swing trade. I would be bullish on Disney for stock swing trade and or options for 7 to 14 to 30 to 60 days out on Disney. Okay, if you're looking to day trade Disney, I would step down into the 1 hour. The 1 hour is in the middle of the sell signal, but it is potentially about to cross over. It may cross over at the 11 o'clock hour. Okay, so on the day trade, and we did get the buy signal at the opening bell. Okay, so the chart just didn't load. Okay, so day trade is also buy on Disney. So I would be looking to enter into Disney probably at the 10:30 mark, right? Just a new half hour, and look at the 15-minute and the 5-minute. 15 minutes in a sell. Yep. So I would wait for the 5-minute or the 15-minute, 5 minutes in the buy. Yep. So at 10:30, I would wait for the buy signal on Disney, and I would look to get into either a day trade and or swing trade for Disney. Okay, so that is my analysis for Disney for you, BNY Duke. Any thoughts on your end, Dominique?
Yeah, so just kind of I was looking at just the portfolio in general. We're definitely recouping a lot of the losses from yesterday. This portfolio on Robinhood is up about 2,400 so far. 23, 24 is kind of bouncing back and forth. Got as high as up 3,400. That was probably closer to the opening bell around 10 o'clock. Yeah, definitely starting to see a bunch of especially the losses from yesterday start to come back. One of the big things also mentioned that the NVIDIA trades up 1.29%. It's been kind of bouncing back and forth. Actually, I was interested to see if there was a little bit more activity with Apple and some of the other stocks as we're gearing up for earnings this evening. So Apple's currently up $1.22, 122, my birthday. Apple's currently up $1.22. I actually don't have any options on Apple right now, which is very, very rare for me, but I am definitely looking to enter. I'm waiting to get like a good buy or sell signal. So this is the thing with Apple too, and I'm actually indifferent right now because this is weird. Dion always says you got to take your emotions out of it. But emotionally, I love Apple, and I'm just really sad to see that it's going through these hard times, right? But I did receive a notification or an alert earlier that a major, what do you call them? Hedge fund, a major hedge fund. I can't remember the name of it specifically, so my apologies. But they did just announce that they just got into a large short position on Apple. So they are anticipating Apple to fall in advance of their earnings, which is why they took that short position. So from what we're hearing, and also we understand that Apple had a very, very rough Q4. It's looking like Apple may continue this fall down after their earnings. So no one knows exactly, but when people start to put millions and sometimes billions of dollars into a position in a company, and we're just trading tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, as we always say, follow the money. So with that large but short position they just took on Apple, we should see how that goes into earnings. But they're currently up $1.36. So if you're in any calls with Apple, be very, very careful. You may only be able to capture gains during the day today, but after today, that thing might fall a little bit more. So I wanted to share with you that breaking news that just came out as well with Apple.
Okay. All right. So looking at the charts here, let's see if we got any more analysis. Nope. Okay, they got some questions about Wall Street Academy. Okay, yeah, so Wall Street Academy is available for purchase. That is our course where we teach how we are doing what we're actually doing. Okay, here we just want to come to the markets, analyze and run it up and make some money, because we're only here for this quick 2-hour session. So we're doing not really any teaching or less teaching here, if you will, but we get into all of the specifics, all of the basics, and all of the fundamentals of investing and trading, and how we specifically look at our analysis, especially technically and algorithmically. Okay, so scan the QR code and you can join our Discord, which is completely free. Just be around other like-minded individuals, join our community, rock with us. And you also subscribe to the channel here on YouTube and turn on your notifications, so you will get an email and a push notification reminder from YouTube letting you all know that we're live or posting any more videos, okay, on YouTube. And then Wall Street Academy, you can scan the QR code. We're giving a 50% off discount for everybody who watches the Money Matrix, okay? So congratulations to anybody that are doing those things with us alongside of us. All right, so let's look at our performance so far. We're still at around that $6,400–$6,500 mark. Okay, Netflix is still battling to get up to that 9,000 for us. Okay, and as soon as it does, we will adjust our stop loss. When Novo reaches 1,000, we will adjust our stop loss and kind of go from there. Everything else, again, is still under our 5% rule, and we're managing it accordingly. So again, once you get into the trade, you do your analysis, you put your stop losses in. Honestly, you've already said, hey, this is what I'm willing to risk. I could go on about my day, really. And when it hits different, profit target numbers that you may have in mind, you can go in and manually adjust your stop loss to go ahead and to lock in those profits. Okay, so the market is turning pretty green over here. We see a lot of changes to the green side. So the market is looking to recover essentially from, that downtick yesterday that it took in the power hour, as, Federal Chairman Powell was speaking yesterday. It took a lot of beating yesterday on the sell side, trending down for a good amount of time. Okay, so with that being said,
I wanted to mention Shell really quickly. So Shell gas ticker symbol. What is their ticker symbol? SHEL. They just had an announcement came out that they actually just increased their dividend. They hiked their dividend. Apparently their revenue has been doing very, very well. So the dividend is now 3.93%, which is pretty good for a stock that is trading around $64.39. So if anyone is doing dividend plays or interested in dividends, this seems to be another really great dividend stock. And I believe they do their dividends quarterly. So just wanted to share that breaking news, as that is a nice little jump, especially on a stock that has a price as low as $64.40.
Nice.
Yep. Also, I would love for you guys to, as we're heading into earnings this evening with these three major players, Meta, Amazon, and Apple, would love to share, if you guys would share in the chat, if you're long or short each of these. So put in there, for Meta, if you're long or short, Amazon, if you're long or short, Apple, if you're long or short. So I'll say right now, I may actually be short Apple. And I'm never really short Apple. I may actually be short Apple. I am actually long Meta, and Amazon, I'm actually long Amazon as well. Because remember, we're talking about Q4 earnings. So we're coming off the holiday. And that's the only reason I'm a little indifferent with Apple, because it is coming off the holiday. But I also know that they had a lot of issues shipping, shipping things out. So in those situations, that's when you can even do maybe some straddles or strangles when you're not necessarily 100% sure or feel confident it's going to go one way or another. So it could be some good straddle strangle opportunities there as well. So Faith is saying that she is short Apple, Meta long, okay, and then Lisa is long Apple. Ooh, you're long Apple, okay. Yeah, I know I'm always long Apple. I'm really interested to see how this is going to pan out today for sure. Yeah, but go ahead, keep telling us in the chat what you are long, what you are short. Would love to hear how you guys are feeling as we're heading into a major earnings for the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. These are all big movers here. All right, so Minno One Spa Diva said she is short Apple, Amazon, and Meta. Awesome. Okay. Wow, you're short all of them. Wow. Okay. She said I have reoccurring buys on Apple and Amazon. Okay. Oh, that's Rita. Okay, Miss Rita. And then VY and Duke said long Meta and Amazon, short Apple. Okay, so you're kind of on the same page with me, BNY Duke. So I'm interested to see how we gotta take a screenshot, see who's right tomorrow. That's gonna be good. Vanessa said, do you look at Samsung as well, Dom, or just Apple? We could take a look at Samsung. Let's see, is Samsung coming out tomorrow as well? Let's see, my voice is getting a little rough here. Is Samsung's earnings tomorrow or just in general? Taking a look. I don't see. Let's look. Let's take a look, because maybe I'm just not seeing it. Samsung. I think we have Samsung TVs. Don't we? Those frame TVs?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. All right, so I like Samsung. I can't spell Samsung for some reason. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. SUNG. Is it? I can't. What is their ticker symbol? Ooh. Battery dot?
Yeah.
I don't know Samsung's ticker symbol. Do you know? Let me see. Samsung. It's not coming up. KRW. Okay. Interesting. Would have never. Or is it SS? KRW. Let me see. Let me check out KRW. It may be overseas. Yeah, that's not available on on Robinhood. Let me look at the other one. Yeah. I don't think that's available. I think because it's a KRW. Yeah, it's not coming up. Looks like it's not available to be traded. No, you're good. You're good, Vanessa. It looks like Samsung isn't available to be traded on Robinhood, but it doesn't mean it's not available on other platforms. But the ticker symbol is KRW. But as you can see right here, it's trading around 73,600. So I'm not sure if this is tradable for us. This may be something that you may have to take advantage of in a ETF. We can look at this, SSNLF. This is OTC. So yeah, I don't have any information on that one right there for you. SS. Yeah, doesn't look like that's something that we can necessarily get into. But thanks for asking about that one. So no, I guess I don't look at Samsung because it is not necessarily tradable. It may be tradable on Webull though, because I feel like Webull and TD Ameritrade and some of these other platforms have way more. Let me see if I can see it on TradingView. Yeah, they have a, they're not even really available on TradingView, which is interesting. Yeah, so no information on that. Okay.
Yeah, and so what she means by that when she says that is different brokerages offer different assets for trading. Some brokerages are US only, some brokerages are global, and you have to see what your brokerage offers, and then if you are able to trade those particular asset classes. So just for some clarification for the newbies, it's a brokerage specific thing. Every brokerage does not offer every asset class, every instrument. So for example, NinjaTrader only offers futures. You cannot trade stocks, bonds, options, and things like that in NinjaTrader. You can only trade futures. You could trade the future of one of those asset classes, but you cannot trade like just stocks straight up, et cetera.
And I did just find Samsung Electronics. It is OTC, which is mean over the counter. So it's not actually on any of our US exchanges. And it's trading around $4.60. So yeah, I don't know. Stay away from that one right now, okay? Stay away from that one. It's not also not a lot of data on it. So yeah, let's stay away from that one. Okay. 𝐾𝐜𝐤𝐺 says she's long Amazon. I can't wait for tonight, you guys, to see how this is all going to pan out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so long Meta, long as a short Apple, Vanessa, do you look at Samsung? Okay. Kev on the chart say he's long NASDAQ right now. Yes. If you got into this NASDAQ trade, Algo called it at 1010. Okay, and we must have got stopped out for profit already. It took some profit off the table. But if you are still in that NASDAQ long, congratulations. Shout out to Kev on the chart, say he got into it.
I think I got
all right,
out.
Vanessa says, laugh out loud, sorry I'm delayed. KRW. Okay, did you check KRW?
Yeah, that was the one. That was the Samsung.
All right, cool. Kendra says she's long Amazon. All right, cool. Let's go check out Amazon in general. All right, so Amazon on the 1 week chart in the middle of a strong buy signal. On the 1 day chart, Amazon did just get a sell signal today. All right, and on the 2 hour chart, it is in the middle of a sell signal. So if I was trading options on this, I would actually be interested to see what this 2 hour candlestick would do. It is charging up, and I would see if it would do a crossover on there. Let's check the 1 hour. The 1 hour just got a buy signal. So I would wait for the 2 hour to get a buy signal if you are long on Amazon in general, because, you know, the 1 day did get a sell, but the 1 week is up. So if you're looking for Amazon for, you know, 14, 30, 60 days out at that 2 hour buy signal, that may be a good opportunity to go ahead and enter into the buy side trade for Amazon. Okay. But I would patiently, if you're not already in it, I would sit on my hands and patiently wait, right? Because one of the main things, like we talked about yesterday, is one of the key things about trading is knowing when to sit on the sidelines. Yeah. Knowing when to sit on your hand, not just having that trigger finger. I know some of y'all, you know, your fingers be itching, you know, your palms be sweating, you like it's money time today. You know, and just clicking those buttons. But when you get out of a trade or when you get in a trade, time management is also very important when it comes to trading and or investing, right? And not trading is also not putting your money at risk. So just because you have the money in your account, just because you live, just because you have the data feed, doesn't mean go in there and click the button, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so drop some more stocks, bonds, options, Forex, futures, or crypto that you want us to analyze in real time. Right now, our futures are pretty mixed. We are flat. We got stopped out for profit on the equity trade, stopped out for some losses early, but we're still in the trades here until 10:40. On our stock trades, let's see how our stock trades are doing here. All right, up 6,200, so that means that we're only probably up like $500 to $600 today because we started out at 5,700 pre-market. So we're battling. We got up to around 7,000 around the 10 o'clock hour. So we are battling it out right now. And let's see. But overall today, we're profitable. And that's the key. You're not going to win every trade. You're not going to win every investment. Make sure that you're sticking to your risk rules, making sure that you're diversified, not putting all your eggs in one basket.
And we have some exciting news.
Hey, share some news. I don't know.
Exciting news.
Tell me.
Well, first things first, before I get to the really exciting news. Okay. One, if you're in NVIDIA and you got in on that call.
Exciting news today.
If you have this, if you're in NVIDIA, we're actually 5%, so about $168 if you're still in that trade. So that is good news for anyone that's in an NVIDIA trade. But even more exciting news, we just crossed 500 subscribers.
Hey.
Yes. Oh, yeah. We got to go ahead and shake that. Let's go. Yeah, right. Very, very exciting. So shout out to all of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for subscribing. We're only 8 episodes in, but very, very excited to be here and that you guys are enjoying the show. So keep hitting the subscribe button. Keep telling your friends,
your family.
So yeah, this is a blessing. This is a blessing. Thank you guys. Yes, thank you so much, everyone.
We just started the show, from an idea to telling our team about it. Shout out to the team that has helped make this come true. But to, have an idea to be able to impact people and now be able to touch 500 lives with, free game, essentially, is pretty cool. We celebrate all wins over here.
All wins. Thank you so much, Odell, for letting us know that we hit that. So, yeah, shout out to Odell, producer extraordinaire. We could not do this without him as well. So
absolutely.
Thank you, Odell, for all your hard work.
Yes, and we're going to continue to push. And if you see from last Monday's first show to today, the forward progress we've made and how hard the team has been working. Yeah. And this joint looks clean. So
this is probably one of the harder things I've done. I'm telling y'all, I've started a lot of business in my day. Most of them you just kind of start and it's like profitable from the beginning. Yeah. And this is different. Putting a show together, and it's so funny when he wanted to do this, I'm like, oh yeah, sure. Let's just put our iPhones on and go live on YouTube. Nowhere near. If y'all can see this production set, we have lights, camera, switchboards, audio boards. I did not know it was going to take all this. I thought we was going to just be able to put my phone on and go live just like on Instagram. But now we have virtual effects and all these things. I also learned a lot along this process, and I'm sure I know you have as well down on YouTube. So just wanted to shout that. So quick reminder, I know it's not the Keep a Buck segment, but if you have a dream and everyone else may not see the dream, because when Dion came to me with the idea, I was like, nah, that seems like too much work. Ain't nobody trying to be working 2 hours every morning. That sounds like a lot. Y'all know I don't work that hard, right? And so I could not see the vision, but now that I'm sitting in it, and it's a blessing to be able to see his vision. And I didn't see it at first. And even as his wife, I'm like, I'm gonna support you, but I don't see it. But I'm gonna support you, but I don't see it. So just remember, if you have any vision at all, just go for it. People may not even support you, but it's okay. It's your vision. It's not theirs. And God gave it to you, not them. So just keep pushing forward.
Hey, you in tune, because that was literally my word for the day.
Oh, it is? Okay.
It was not that. It was that along those lines, but we'll get to it in a second. But it was really only you are you, and that's your superpower.
Yay.
That's the Keep It a Buck. We'll save it for another 15 minutes.
We're going to try to save it for the Keep a Buck 7.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say that.
Let's see what they said in the comments. Okay, so Calandra, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, Miss Williams, said, I need to learn. Khalidra says, I need to learn when to get out and let go. Yes, listen, again, making sure that it's data-driven, not emotional, right? But if you have a data-driven reason to get out means that you predefine your stop loss, get out at your predefined stop loss. If you do set profit targets, get out your profit target. If some news is coming out, stick to your rules, right? And that's the key, right? Because again, most of us, and we've all started at newbie traders somehow, some way, someday. We always see all this money that we can make, and we like, oh, I need to make every dollar that they ever took from me that I ever lost. I can make it right back right now in the first trade. No. Patience, self-control, and discipline. Take your time and be a consistent winner. You much rather be consistent over time than have big old upswings and downswings that you can't and your heart can't handle, right? So that's what I would really encourage you. Take some time. And again, we teach all these things in the Wall Street Academy so that you can not go through the learning curves that we had to go through, because nobody really did it for us and taught us how to do those things from the beginning, okay? Dante said, you already know, my heartbeat beating fast, hands be shaking, palms be sweating.
Dante, you know, y'all seen me on live here, literally in a trade, risking $50, about to like lose my mind, and then go flip over to Robinhood and invest $8,000 like it ain't nothing. I don't know what it is about those charts, but they make me super nervous. Lisa was asking, can you explain the difference between long and short?
Yes, I can. I'll give a briefing, but I will do it for you in thorough detail in Wall Street Academy. But basically, long means that you are buying that particular asset class, and short means that you are selling that particular asset class. Okay, so that is, those two words are broken down in our glossary in Wall Street Academy. So again, one of the most powerful things about learning is learning the words that apply to what it is that you're learning about, right? And so it's about being able to catch on to the words that we're talking about, watching the show every day, tuning in, asking great questions. No question is too big, no question is too small, no question is too smart, no question too dumb. We all here to earn, learn, and return, okay? So bring the questions, okay? Now, I will say we're gonna answer the questions more in depth in the program, but feel free to tune into this show every day, share it with your friends and family, because we here now.
Also really quickly, I just got a notification. If anyone else is a JP Morgan shareholder like myself, we just got our dividends today.
Yes, we did.
I had mine set to reinvest. I just got my notification that the check came, it cleared, and they bought me some more shares of JP Morgan. Not a physical check, it's the ACH. But yeah, deposit, all right? Miss Suzanne was asking, what are my thoughts on Meta? I am long Meta, Miss Suzanne, I am long. All right, thank you all so much for the congratulations. And I want to just call out real quick, Khalidra noticed that the backdrop here is from the show Billions.
Hey.
She says she's here for it. This is Dion's favorite show.
That's my favorite show.
My favorite show is The Office. And so Dion promised me that we would switch up backgrounds and have Billions and have The Office. But when I sent them the picture of The Office, y'all know I love The Office, but the Office backdrop looked old as hell. They was like,
taking us back to the future.
So I think I'm going to try to maybe find the last, like, newest episode of The Office.
Oh, no, that's a school show.
Abbott Elementary. That would be so. They're actually coming back next week. I'm so excited. But I'm gonna try to find me a modern version of The Office or some scene from The Office, because y'all know I love The Office. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that recognized the background being from Billions. That is my favorite show.
Yes. It is cute though.
That looks fire. It looks fire. Shout out to the team. Shout out to Boris bringing it to life, and Odell. Okay. So
we need
real
Axe
quick,
walking around the steps.
I know, right?
That'd be dope.
Real quick. Somebody asked for an analysis. I want to make sure that I don't miss the
Lisa.
So Lisa said, please check out 𝐷𝐵V. So you check out 𝐷𝐵V and I'll check out 𝐷𝐵V.
What's 𝐷𝐵V?
I have no idea.
That's too many letters.
𝐷𝐵𝐵VIE.
Give me the hard
but if you
one.
type it in,
I see it.
Yeah, type it in on Trading View.
I found it.
Okay. So while she's pulling that up, thank you guys for the congratulations on the 500 subscribers. Thank you guys for joining, believing, sharing, etc. And it's cool to see it come to life. And also see us living into it, to be able to make a dream become reality. So it's pretty cool. Miss Deirdre, my mom says, Dion and Dominique, D&D, you rock 2024, let's go. Woo. Teamwork, make the dream work.
Wait,
thank you.
Friday?
Tomorrow is Friday. Will Smith said, Jess enrolled into the Wall Street Academy. Congratulations, Will.
Will Smith. We are celebrity. Hey. Celebrity? No, just playing. But welcome to the Wall Street Academy. You're a celebrity in your own
right, even if you ain't the
we're gonna have to actor. So we're gonna have to get
welcome to the family.
The biggest thing we have to figure out right now is, where are we hosting this retreat?
Oh yeah. So we decided yesterday we're gonna split it up. We're gonna do a live workshop.
Oh
in
yes,
DC.
we are. I forgot about that.
We'll probably do a live work. You want to do that in February or March?
I'm thinking.
I think the workshop is in February.
We could potentially do in February.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a live, in-person, like 1 day, 2 day workshop.
We need to tell Diana.
In DC, and then we're gonna do a retreat in an island or a beach somewhere in the next couple of months. We'll give you guys like a 3-month notice. Okay.
Yeah,
so that's what we decided to do. Just like a live studio taping of this live workshop. So we'll be live in the Money Matrix and you guys could be in the studio or in the room with us, trading live and learning with us. So maybe what we'll do is we'll probably do the Money Matrix live, and then we'll do a teaching workshop after.
So like
it's
do
going to be in
Matrix
DC.
Live, lunch, and then go into
like a lunch and learn.
Yep.
So we'll do it in DC.
It's like a day.
Yeah. We'll do it in DC and then happy hour. She love a happy hour. Yeah, she love a happy hour. So we're going to do it in DC. It's going to be a one-day thing, Money Matrix Live. It will probably be the last week of February here in DC. You guys are more than welcome to come, no matter whether you are in the country or the world. We'll drop the website and announcement and all that stuff. So we're going to do a live, in-person filming of the Money Matrix with a lunch and learn, and then maybe finish it out with a happy hour. And then we'll do a retreat probably in like May or June.
Yes. Can I just celebrate one of our students real quick?
Yeah.
And I believe this is Miss Rita. Her name on here is Miss No One Spa Diva. I believe she's Miss Rita. But she said, this year I resolved to get out when the getting is good, no matter what my expiration date. This paid off in January with my first 5-figure month.
Hey!
She did $11,300 in January. Can we please give Miss Rita a round of applause? First 5-figure month. And I know Miss Rita does very, very well. So I am so proud of you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much for, let me tell you something. She shows up. She does the work. She studies. She had her first 5-figure month. And the coolest thing about when you have your first 5-figure month, that means you'll have a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth. That is now the bar. That is the new standard. That is the new norm. So congratulations, Miss Rita. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, so proud of you.
So proud
drop
of you.
in the comments, Miss Rita, if you ever traded or invested before you joined the program, because that will also encourage newbies to know that you can start from nothing and learn this stuff and actually do it. Congratulations.
See, that makes me happy. I'm like, see, this is all worthwhile. I love it. I'm so proud of you.
Hey,
wow, so happy, so happy.
Okay,
made me feel better.
Before, because we wanted to check a B before.
Okay.
The young lady in the comments. So a BB, and then I'll do Cigna. Okay.
So happy for Ms. Rita.
Yes.
All y'all, I love it. And then who's the other gentleman? I think he did like 100,000 this month.
Yeah, Jeff. Jeff, if you went here, drop your winnings from January. I know you trade futures a lot. If you're comfortable sharing, you might have some family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to tell
I'm with you on that too. Right?
If you want us to celebrate with you, Jeff, I know you had a great month on January. And drop all of your wins. Everybody, the month of January is over. We want to celebrate your wins of the day, week, and month. I can't
believe it.
So let us know. Yes, congratulations, Miss Rita. Love to hear it, love to see it. Okay. All right. Tyrese said, you guys are amazing. I love it. I love it here. Thank you, guys. Miss Denise wants us to check out SPRC. So we'll take a look at that.
Go ahead, Jeff. Say he did 40K.
Hey.
40,000. Let's go.
Congrats, Jeff. In 1 month, he made more than I made in my first year ever in corporate America. I worked for ADP in 2011. I made $36,000 for that whole year. Jeff has been a student of ours for a long time, and he's was in the money school family. He's been trading futures. He just said he made $40,000 in the month of January 2024. Shout out to you, Jeff. I know you love them algos. He got some of the OG algos. So congratulations, Jeff. Love to hear, love to see it.
Yes, Ms. Rita says she only invested in stocks long-term before she joined Wealth Mystified. Options changed her point of view. I love it. Congratulations to all of you. And you know what I'm also more excited about? I'm very excited about all the people that are winning. I'm so excited about how many more people that are going to be in the chat.
Yes, joining that group.
The same song over the next few months. So I'm so proud of you guys.
Yes.
But let's look at ABBV. I'll do ABBV first.
Yeah, I'll do Cigna.
Okay. So we're over here on the chart. Gotta get back to normal. All right. Back to our charts. All right, so I'm on the 3-minute chart. So ABBV, AbbVie, their earnings come out tomorrow morning before the opening bell. They are a pharmaceutical company. All right, so on the 5-minute chart, we did receive a buy signal, but that was at 10:33, so that was about 20 minutes ago. We did receive a buy signal, like it's entering a bit of a downtrend, but it may bounce off of this and kind of head back up. So we'll keep our eyes on and see how this bar closes. But right now, it is currently in a uptrend. Okay, looking at our 2-hour chart. Our 2-hour chart All right, we have our 2-hour chart. The bar is up, but it looks like we just got a sell signal. So that may be that trend down that we're starting to see on the 3-minute. All right. If we look at the day, it's a sell on the day, which is very interesting. But we have a sell signal on the day ahead of their earnings that come out tomorrow, and they're currently up $1.06. But let's look at the week. On the week here, we're in a buy. So a lot of very mixed signals here for AbbVie. I haven't necessarily followed it very closely, but it looks like I said, very, very mixed. Long term, definitely tons of upside potential here. We can see we got this buy signal that came the week of December the 11th, and it has literally been in an uptrend, a little bit of ups and downs, but an uptrend since then. So I don't have any definite yeses or nos. I can tell you pretty confidently that over time, yes, this stock is positioned to rise. So if you are looking to get into any options on it, I don't know how it's going to do from this earnings, but make sure that your expiration date is as far out. You know, I say that to you guys all the time. And maybe start to do a little bit of fundamental analysis and see what the analysts are saying. If I come down here and look, has a very strong, not a strong buy, but it has a good buy rating as well. So it looks like over time, people are expecting this to do very well. Looks like they are tackling a lot of chronic diseases as well. So it looks like it has a lot of upside potential. How it's going to do with its earnings, I couldn't tell you, but I will say it has a lot of upside potential long term.
All right. And now hopping over into Cigna. Okay. So Cigna, on the 1-month chart, we can see Cigna's been around for a while. Okay, we just got stopped out of one of our trades. Okay. So Cigna has been around. They went public around 1983 at around $6.61, and they have been charging up to the right ever since. They're now currently trading at $305, close to their all-time highs, okay, on the 1-month chart. And you did just get a buy signal on today, February 1st, all right? So if you're looking to get in bigger picture long-term, we got a buy signal on the 1 month. Okay, we are in the middle of a buy signal on the 1 week. On the 1 day, we just got a buy signal. So if you're looking to swing trade or invest, here's some good opportunities to get into Cigna, and just got a buy signal on the 1-day chart yesterday, or on the 2-hour chart yesterday. So calls on Cigna look promising. If you're looking to get in on a shorter time frame, I would get in some options today, get out by tomorrow's close. Or if I'm looking for a 14 to 30 to 60-day hold, I will put them in at the close of the bell on tomorrow. If you're looking to day trade Cigna, it got a buy signal yesterday at 9:30 and has been trending up pretty strong from there. So if that is our analysis on Cigna. Okay, somebody asked for one more. SPRC. Miss Denise asked for SPRC. Okay, SPRC is on the NASDAQ Spark. Okay, I'm not familiar with it, so I will start at the 1 month. It went public in 2021 in August. It went public around $131, so they had a lot of hype, went up to about $220 and has been tanking ever since. So it is now down to $3. Unfortunately, that looked like it might have been a pump and dump. So I would probably stay away from it from a bigger picture long term. On the 1 week, it's also in a sale. On the 1 day, it's also in a sale. I would potentially get puts on it. If I were looking to trade it, I personally would just stay away from it from bigger picture long term. If you're looking to actively trade on it and you got some information, there was a buy on the 1 hour signal, so I would let that 1 hour ride up as long as it's going to ride up, and then I would get in on the sell side and short it as well, because it seems to have some strong selling pressure on it. Okay.
So before you do your
go ahead.
What's it called?
Keep it at a buck.
Let me real quick, I'm going to recap the earnings that are coming out tonight and tomorrow so you guys are prepared. So tonight, after the closing bell, this is the big night everyone's been waiting for. Apple Amazon, Meta, a few others, Skechers, Microchip, all releasing the earnings tonight after the closing bell, meaning the earnings, we will see that pop or drop after 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, pretty much within the hour after, you'll start to see those earnings come out, okay? Tomorrow morning before the opening bell, we have a lot of oil and gas. We have ExxonMobil, we have Chevron, we have AbbVie, which we just looked at, also Bristol Myers Squibb, and Cigna, to name a few. So we have quite a few that are happening between tomorrow close and tomorrow open, all right? So if you want to take advantage of the pop that happens overnight, you'll want to get in today before the market close for any of the ones that we mentioned, or you can always get in tomorrow and ride whatever wave ride whatever wave has happened, okay? So I just wanted to highlight that before we
before we hop into keeping it a buck, the NASDAQ is starting to sell off in the selling pressure. We're up $1,000 in that NASDAQ short, okay? And we are also shorting the ES, and we're up 462. So remember, I said shorter term, they were going to try to push it up a little bit. And I said longer term, it was going to be a sell-off. So we coming right into that sell-off. If you got into this NASDAQ short, congratulations. If you're in the ES short, congratulations. I know the algos called both of those. So congratulations if you are in those, and ride the ride, okay? So now for our Keeping It a Buck segment for today, okay? As I mentioned earlier, it is only you are you, and that is your superpower. And you say, okay, well, what do you mean by that, Dion? So essentially, only you can see the world how you see the world. Only you have the calling and purpose that you have destined for your life. And sometimes you have to really embrace that. And when people can't see what you can see, it's okay, because that vision or that gift or that destiny wasn't given to them. And so you have to still stand strong in your purpose, in your calling, in your vision, and you have to stick with it. And over time, people will see it. And so you don't have to always tell people about it. Sometimes you could just do it, like Nike. Now, if it's certain things that maybe are bigger and you do need other people, you can tell them and you can give them the information and you can ask them. But no matter what their response is, you shouldn't allow that to stop you from pursuing the vision, the purpose, and the destiny that God has put into your mind, into your heart, because it is for you. And over time, your confidence, your faith, your belief, and your ability to use that to move mountains will attract the people that you need to help you get to those bigger picture, long-term dreams that you want to bring and to manifest into your life, okay? So as we wrap up today, congratulations. We are now profitable in our futures. We're up $2,500 in these trades, which brings us profitable up over 37. We got into Microsoft. We're winning in Microsoft. We got stopped out on NVIDIA, and we were winning in our Forex trades, okay? So thank you guys for tuning in. Click the link, join the Discord, absolutely free, join the community, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on your notifications, okay?
And tell a friend.
And tell a friend. And we will see you guys tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern here on the Money Matrix.